Hi guys, welcome back to Tactics Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about how to use Figma to design a website. Web design of a landing page tutorial. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, so don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. In today's video, we will be starting with Figma. If you're searching for a cutting-edge design and collaboration software, click the link in the description below to sign up and get started with Figma today. Now in today's video, we will be teaching you how you could design a website using Figma. Now this is something that you could do to create different types of website design. You could even create a landing page. So I'm going to be teaching you the basics on how you will be able to construct a website using Figma. And landing pages typically contains different types of features and different types of elements. It really depends on who's creating it and the idea or what the person who's creating it wants to contain. So I'm going to be teaching you how you could put different things into a website design and let you guys decide the content of your landing page, whether design-wise or even content-wise. So let's get started. Simply click on design file over here on the top right, and you will be redirected to another page over here, and this is where we will begin. To get started, simply press on F. Now clicking on F will allow you to draw a frame just like this, or select from many options over here on the right side. You have your phone, tablet, desktop, presentation, watch, paper, social media, Figma community, and archive. Now, typically, if you're trying to create a website design, you would go with a desktop option over here. And these are the typical options. You have your MacBooks, your desktop, wireframe, and even TV. Let's go with a desktop for now. Now, this is where you're going to put in your content and the different things that a landing page would contain. Now, if you want to create multiple designs, for example, you have a design for desktop, you could also create a design for a phone. As you can see here, you could use, for example, Android large, and you will have this output over here. So the design, for example, you could create a design in desktop over here, and then you could create another one for an Android, so that if ever the person uses an Android, you could, or you already have a design specifically for an Android design. And you could utilize other types of platforms over here as well, like a tablet if you want. But for today's video, we will be focusing on our desktop design. So this is our design over here. Now, what does a landing page typically contains? Now, a landing page consists of a lot of elements. Now, for me personally, I've noticed that the landing pages that I contain or I visited before contains some pictures, some text, and a button that would redirect you to another part. Now, that depends on what type of landing page it is. For example, it's a landing page for an e-commerce shop. Of course, the appearance and content-wise, it will be different than a normal landing page that is trying to get some clicks on a specific link. So, if you want to add some images, you can click on this option, place image or video, which would allow you to select some images or videos from your files, upload it on your Figma over here. You could use images that you're trying to present or trying to popularize into this part. So let's assume that I have a photo over here. So I'm going to use rectangle for now for my representation for a photo, since I don't have a photo on me right now. So let's say I have dragged this photo over here. Let's assume this is a photo. So I'm going to place it like this. Now, the way you upload a photo, it's the same process like this. It's going to allow you to freeform the photo. You're simply going to drag it like that, and it will automatically adjust. And you could later on edit the size or the orientation of the photo, which part of the photo will be viewed, but you are able to freely control the shape. And for example, we have this. I'm going to design it the way I'm going to design it right now. For example, this is our design for our photos, something like that. Very easy, very simple, nothing too difficult to recreate. Let's go with that one for now. And let's say this is our photos. Now you are able to add the text that you want by simply clicking on the text file over here and then dragging the part wherein you want to have a text file. So over here, let's say this is a landing page, something like that. Then you can say information, and any information that you want. Now, as you can see, it's a bit small. Now, how can you increase the size? Simply highlight the text that you're going to want to increase. Look over here on the right side. Over here under text, you will be able to change the font text or the font. You can change it from regular to all of these options over here. Each font has a different options. Keep that in mind. But this one has a lot of options over here, so that's really great. And we can increase the size over here. So let's increase it to 24. And there we go. It will be larger. Then you could adjust like the line height, the paragraph spacing, and many more over here. So let's say this is like our content or like information, like the name suggests. This is where you put in the information that you would like your website to contain. Now you could add more information over here on the right side as well. You could have as many information as you want, but landing page typically works as a place where if someone clicks a link, they will be redirected to that page, hence the name landing page. So if you're trying to attract customers, you can make your design as aesthetic as possible, as attractive as possible. And then typically when I see, or when I explained earlier, visited some designs of a landing page, I would see always a button that would appear over here. So let's create a button. How do you create a button in Figma? Now let's assume this is the button that I want. Now we have this, so let's add some text so that we could know that that's a button. So simply click on button. We're actually accidentally overlapping this, so let's actually adjust the size of this one. Here we go. I'll click on text again. Simply drag it over here. Very simple one. Let's say button. Then let's center it. It's appearing over here on the top. Let's center it. Supposedly it's going to be centered, but anyway, let's drag it over here. There we go. And we're going to put it in the middle of our rectangle over here. There we go. And then we're going to group it by selecting both of them. Simply click or right click and click on group selection. Now these two things are now grouped together, making it easier to move it around without having to move each element individually. Now we're going to use this curvature over here, corner radius on the right side, which will give our button more curvy looks. Let's change the color to something much better. Oh, this one is the font color, by the way. So let's change it to, let's say, I guess orange color. Here we go. Then let's change the actual color of the button to white. Now, why white? I'm turning it to white so that I could add some effects over here. So if I click on effects, I could have a drop shadow, which is this one over here. You have more options. You have inner shadow, which as you can see, then drop shadow, then layer blur, and background blur. Then I could click on the sun icon and change the position of the shadow. There we go. I can decrease this. There we go. And now we have like a simple button. There we go. Then you could add some other types of effects as well if you want, or some stroke, which would add some lines, but I personally don't like the stroke. So I'm going to remove that one. And as you can see, we have created a very simple button over here. Now you could do the way I'm making it. Use that as a basis on how you could create buttons. So this is my personal preference on how to make it, but the way you make it also depends on you. Now you could simply put this button wherever you would like to have. You could have as many buttons as you want. And the content depends on you, but those are the typical basic features that you could use. You could add some lines as well if you want. Just simply dragging it just like that. Then you could fix the lining over here. There you go. You could put this wherever you want. You have some other elements as well, like arrows, polygons, stars, and of course the image over here. The way you use it depends on you. Then you could change the background as well by simply selecting the frame, then clicking on the fill, and then you could change the background to any design that you want. There we go. And now it all depends on you on how you would like to build your landing page, the content, the design wise. I just demonstrated and showed you the different things that you should be able to put on your website. So that's basically it, guys. I know it's not the best demonstration, but I hope you understand the different elements and how you could add them to your website in today's video. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.